Hey kids, it's Bobo here, and you're listening to the wildest, most far out, wiggling podcast, Anime Egotists. We love you, beauty.
What's bonking, guys? Welcome back to Anime Egotists. My name's Alex, and yeah, I'm still sick, guys. Please bear with me. I am trying, but it's not going great.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man. And I'm Richard.
Yeah, that's correct. And for those of you who don't know, Pokemon had a game come out a little while ago. Sorry, I've kind of been stuck on Star Force, so everything else is kind of a blur right now.
I get it. We're actually on a different Pokemon game than the one we're actually discussing. So.
Yeah, but that's Pokémon Legends ZA. Some people love it, some people hate it. Kind of like every Pokemon game nowadays. We all just can't agree on stuff anymore, can we?
No.
But that's what we're here to talk about, especially since the DLC is done, or maybe it is. Maybe they'll release another one. But Richard, it never feels like it anymore. But we're not alone this episode, are we?
We're not.
Yeah. But I guess I feel like you should be doing this considering the situation. But I can try. Like I said, I can try my best. We are joined by a very special guest, a very lovely guest who is learning about Pokemon, who is just a generally great person to be around. Who, if I ever hide a body, I will tell this person, hey, I won't tell on you, you won't tell on me. We are joined by the lovely, the wonderful Miss Jordan. How are you, my friend?
Good.
But was that good? Was that good enough?
It's awesome. Thank you.
Wonderful. So yeah, we're happy to have you on. Happy to have you on. And I may or may not have been threatened into having you on the show, but it's okay. It's okay. Hey, we can still find some nice stuff to say about Pokemon Legends ZA.
Yeah. So, how do you want to start this, though?
Well, I guess we should start in Lumiose City because it's the only place you're allowed to go.
Yeah, yes. I mean, there's one exception to that, and I haven't even gotten to that part of the DLC yet. So
yeah, but you're stuck in Lumiose City, kind of like Jubilife Village. Well, you could leave Jubilife Village in the other game, but
yeah.
still. Well, this is several years after the events of XY have finished up. And if you think everything's working out, well, there wouldn't be a game if everything was peachy.
Yeah, so pretty much the premise of the game is that the events in X and Y have triggered rogue mega evolution throughout the city, causing Pokemon without a trainer to mega evolve and kind of go nuts.
Yeah, and they also have these things called wild zones, which is where you go catch wild Pokemon. Because I can't, even though wild Pokemon also just roam around, it's kind of a whole thing. Some people are advocates for it, and one character in particular says, "I don't think it's a good idea," but we'll get to him in a little bit. Yeah, but we show up on vacation. I guess we don't learn much about the player, Harmony or Paxton. We don't really learn much about them. They're just like, "Oh, vacation time." And then their bag gets stolen.
Yeah, it's just like real tourism. If you leave your bag alone for 5 seconds, your bag is stolen.
Yeah, but then we it's not all doom and gloom. We meet the two. I guess they feel like more protagonists than anybody. Tawny or Urbane, and they help you get your bag back and say, "Hey, you should come with me." Also, say something nice about Lumiose City. I'm come on, say something nice, and you're just like, why?
I just got here.
Yeah.
You get your bag back though when she said, and they say, "Hey, it's really cool of you, but if you're looking for a place to stay, I have a place, the hotel."
Sounds very murdery. Stay here.
Hotel murder mystery. They have that only happens every Thursday night. It's okay.
Fine.
Yeah, but
That's why that one room's always blocked.
Exactly. But they also tell you, I'll tell you what, you can stay at our hotel free of charge, but you have to join Team MZ, who are kind of the main heroes of the story. They solve problems all throughout the city, mainly by Tawny or Urbane dragging them kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
And
It's a new star.
it doesn't help that Tony or Urbane is well, they're not the best with money, but we'll get to that eventually.
No, I have a whole rant stored up for that. It's not going to go the way you think. At the same time, though, they're not, well, airheaded at times. They're not bad people. They're giving you a place to stay. It's just like, hey, the city needs help, and if you don't help, then then the place might fall apart.
Then you're stuck in the streets during nighttime, and that sucks.
Yeah, yeah. But at the same time, though, Team MZ, I just want to say, as a collective, I didn't really have a least favorite. They were all really enjoyable characters. Some of them are my actual favorites. I'm like, I'm re-ranking Pokemon characters. Some of these characters are towards the top now. I love them.
I definitely can agree with that. It it's such a nice change of pace for a Kalos-based game to have like really good characters. Like the for original protagonist friends and X and Y, especially their teams, they aren't like they don't have anything, and these actually feel like they have fully fledged teams and feel like good players and trainers.
Yeah. Like, for example, we have totally not related to Tierno, Lita. Honest, low-key my favorite character. She's very kind and compassionate, but if you say something stupid, she will make a face like, why am I stuck with you? Why you? Why am I? What did I do wrong?
Yeah, she's joined by her partner, which is Starmie, so she gets to run around with the monstrosity that is Mega Starmie.
I'm not sure we should be talking about monstrosities, considering probably the starter you picked, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. And we also have Naveen. First of all, black main character. For thank you, Pokemon. Took you long enough, and he's not as cheery.
But he has his likes and dislikes, and that actually plays very much into the story, which is
The
nice.
obsession.
Yeah, yeah, and he also makes amazing clothes for everybody because I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking this jacket off. This jacket's awesome.
I wore it for about 90% of the game, and then I found like one outfit that I liked a little better.
Yeah, but that is something that I like. That's something we can all the likability of Team MZ. Something we can get straight about them. I say that ironically because I don't think anybody on this team is straight.
No.
Yes, I've been
Is
holding that
anybody in Pokemon straight?
probably not, but there's another YouTuber who covers that. I'll let everybody else find them. That's not
The
that's
only
not my
straight one in Pokemon is Brock. Let's be real.
He was shirtless in the first game.
Game Brock or anime Brock, because that's a different conversation.
Hey, Brock.
Regardless, you also meet an old man who, for whatever reason, says a bunch of kids staying in my hotel for free. Yeah, sure. Why not?
He's pretty cool. I like Z.
Yeah, he's a good. He's atoning for his past because let's not act like he made life great for Callum, Serena, and everybody else in the original games, right, Richard?
So his whole story is that he fired the super weapon originally, sending out his eternal Floette into. It's not really explained what happened to it, but it disappeared for like centuries, and he lived for centuries because he became immortal and wandered the world watching the suffering and stuff.
Now, you would think a former electric type gym leader, or who advocates that the future is now thanks to science, would be here, but Clement's not in this game. Sadly, I guess he and Bonnie just went on vacation.
Yeah, what happened to Clembot?
He went on vacation too. The game Clembot would have saved the day in about 5 minutes. The game would have been it would have been 5 minutes long.
So, but you get introduced to one of the early mechanics of this game, which is the day-night cycle, where you catch Pokemon during the day and battle against other trainers at night to climb the ranks.
You get jumped by trainers at night. Whether it really takes the hey, we locked eyes thing to a whole new level, because you don't even have to lock eyes with people. They will be like, hey, I see you, I'm jumping you. You get jumped before you even have really had your team set together. And I'd be like, my mom's we'll see you in court.
Yeah, it's
I do like the battle style though.
Yeah,
definitely a good change, I think.
The The only thing to me that's weird is when you're battling wild Pokemon, your Pokemon runs around and you can run around because you're trying not to get hit by wild Pokemon attacks. Because if you get hit too many
Yeah.
times, you black out. Makes sense. But when you're able to run around with other trainers, that's where I'm like, wait, why are the trainers running too? If they had found a way to be like, hey, just control the Pokemon, that'd be cool. Because there were times where I fully admit, I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm gonna gain some space. And then other trainer got stuck and they were running in a circle thanks to a glitch. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for their Mega Evolution to run out. Is it cheating? Yes, but I gotta do what I gotta do at this point.
Yeah, I've seen a couple different glitches. I know, like they can't see you on the other side of a bush when it's like here on your character, and
They
so
can't see your hand.
oh, sorry, it's like here on your character, but it's like so short that it's like, how do they not see me? I'm
I
standing right here.
they should have gotten one of those tree hats from Big Time Rush. Then it would have been perfect. And it's like, oh I guess I can't see. It looks like a tree hat, but I think it's just a tree. It's okay.
You're standing behind the thinnest pole. They got the question mark, like, ooh, is somebody there?
Yeah,
Yes.
but speaking of, we have three, well, not new stars, but we have three starters: Chikorita, Tepig, and Totodile. Yeah, once again, two Johto starters. As much as I like Johto, I'm like, really? I probably would have swapped out Chikorita for Snivy, but or, no, that wouldn't cause any that wouldn't fix it. But at the same time, it's like two Johto starters, but I don't know.
He was excited because he wanted Totodile.
I've
Yeah,
been waiting for
we'll
so
talk more
long.
about we'll talk more about Mega Evolutions. We'll see if he's still excited because I don't think I've gotten his take on it yet.
I like it, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, but and I get we always go over teams at this point. I got Chikorita because Chikorita was my favorite out of the bunch, and it wasn't
Yep.
close.
So I picked Totodile, obviously. It's been my favorite since I first played Gen 2, way back when I was a little kid.
I did pick Totodile too, but that's because I preferred Totodile over the other two.
It's not even
I
the
normally
thing.
go for a grass type or a fire type, but I did pick Totodile this time.
I normally do water type, but I have said before that I really like Chikorita. And then my friend told me Chikorita's for the lesbians. I'm like, but I'm a guy. I'm like, did I stutter? I'm like, fair enough. I'll take it. I'll take my badge of honor, I guess. Yeah, but back to the story. Tawny, well, I'm just gonna stick with Tawny because that's the person I got. She's very into the idea of you helping people, you helping with Lumiose City, and she's a kind, loving person who tragically lost her mom years ago and still wants to help people through it. Through everything she goes through, she always remains a kind person, which is what I love. Of it, like, look, people clown her for some layer stuff, and we'll get to that. But I never found myself hating her. It was more of a Tawny, you're lucky. You're lucky I like you, but like, I still love Tawny. She's great.
I had Urbane. I liked him.
Yeah, I think it's this. Is it the same story? I don't know.
I think so.
More or
So,
less.
but yeah, no, I agree. Tawny is feels like one of those that she's nice, but she has a reason that she's as nice as she is because of her backstory, which is kind of refreshing because it seems like a lot of characters in Pokemon either like their backstory doesn't matter. They're just either a jerk or they're nice. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. And at the same time, she is the one who brought Team MC together. So if it wasn't for her, none of you would have met. So like, she gains points for that. But as the story progresses, you have to keep doing these nighttime battles to increase your rank because they're trying to figure out who is the best Mega Evolution trainer in Lumiose City. Why it's just limited to Lumiose City when you could find other people to help you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have a bit more area to explore because the map does feel kind of compact and makes the wild areas well
The wild
interesting.
areas are really small, and they have very limited Pokemon.
Well, when you're getting your ass kicked by by a Pyroar and its entire family, yeah. No.
Yeah,
Although I do like the alphas because my entire lineup became just all alphas that could Mega Evolve.
I have an alpha on my team stronger than my starter, and usually my starter is the strongest. I'm like, Chikorita, you have to look. No shame. Just do your best.
You got to step up a little bit.
No,
My
no, no. My Chikorita. Oh,
strongest was Alpha Sharpedo.
oh, I had an Alpha Sharpedo for a good bit. He was a good boy. At the same time, though, as the story progresses, you also meet a very mysterious man named L. And while he's not munching on strawberries or trying to stop some creep with a death note, apparently he's what's L deciding to do here?
He's following Zygarde around because he's also kind of got the same thing Z had. He's got to follow and repent for his actions that he did previously.
Yeah, because spoiler alert, L is Lysander. It's just, you look at him for 2 seconds and you're like, him.
Mhm.
But the story does help because he is trying to repent and he's saying, I can't do that much, but I can explain what happened and help the player character. It adds a lot of detail and closure to Lysander's story, taking him from one of the worst villains, in my opinion, to, oh, actually a very, very compelling character.
Yeah, and it really shows that for all like his wanting to destroy the world to make it beautiful in his own eyes, like that now, although he doesn't have his memory, which I was like, okay, why doesn't he have his memory? Z had his memory from it, so I'm like, okay, that could have been like him trying to repent. He's grown from where he was, at least at the start. I don't remember if he gets his memory back at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are also two people who look like Team Flare executives who sell you coffee, who have absolutely nothing to do with the story. Nothing whatsoever. Nothing.
They run a coffee shop. That's it.
One of them is super nice, and the other would step on your neck with an 8-inch stiletto. But I think some of our fans might actually be okay with that. Yeah, but that is something they do well. I like the previous characters. Like you see, oh, there's a scientist who used to work for Team Flare. She's making you figure out Pokedex stuff. No, you don't have a choice. She will hurt you.
Yeah, and we're also introduced to the DLC character from the original games in Emma.
Emma, who once again loved her DLC story, love how much she's grown up and matured. I want to be honest, I blinked and I missed half the stuff she was in. I kind of felt like, I loved all the stuff you did before. Where are you now? Where are you now, Emma? She just gives you side quests, which some of them have stuff to do with it, most of them don't.
Yeah, they're really good for getting the random items you need for either certain evolutions or like if you want a competitive team, despite this not being a game that has competitive Pokemon battling. So it's just there to have extra stuff.
Yeah. But you do get some fun, like some sad stories, like the Frostlass, who pretty much dies at the end of its story, or the woman who loses her wedding ring and then has to find and then finds her husband. You find her husband's wedding ring. It's a really sweet story. And she's like, she tells the player, "Hey, I really appreciate you," and she even remembers him. The missions do a good job. Do a good job of saying, "Hey, you're part of Lumiose City now. You might not be from here, but you're part of this place now."
They I'm trying to think of how to put it. They tie also really well with Pokedex entries when you think about it, like with certain Pokemon collecting either shiny things or being able to connect with spirits or one thing or another. They really do match Pokedex entries, which is really nice.
Yeah, yeah. But with the rankings, you have to go from Z to A because Legends ZA. Duh. And you meet some interesting trainers, some of whom are just nobodies who you're not going to care about, but others who range from I love this character and I never want to be apart from them to how do you get changed in the morning? No, you have help. Don't like no. I'm gonna bottle that rage for now.
We spoiling how the Z2A works when you're actually battling?
Sure.
We are.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I liked and hated at the same time that you skipped so far in the rankings because it's like I kind of feel like you're kind of missing out on that experience to become a better trainer. It's like you're like, "Oh, you're automatically this good. I'm going to jump you 10 ranks." Like,
I completely forgot about that. That's actually a good point.
yeah.
Yeah, it would have been
it went too fast for me. I think the storyline, even all the side quests added to it, ZA went really quickly. I feel like they could have done more.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
agree with that.
And honestly, they could have brought back maybe former gym leaders who are like, "Hey, I'm competing in this, but I'm not part of Lumiose City anymore because I moved on after everything that happened." And the player could be like, "Hey, don't do that. I mean, granted, don't stay in Lumiose City because like there's nothing to do here. We've got everything under control." But maybe it could like Clement and Bonnie would have been perfect for this because she's like, "Hey, I've grown up, but just with everything going on in Lumiose City, I just don't think it's for me anymore." And you kind of wake her up like, "Oh, no, I'm good."
Yeah, that could have been interesting, and her maybe wanting either to take over the gym when it gets finished being fixed, because it was originally in the tower
Yeah.
back in the original games.
Yeah, and then and then
I
at
mean,
the end
another
she
thing
could
they could have done is,
go ahead.
ooh, sorry, I almost fell. Well, I was gonna say another thing they could have done is made stuff harder. Again, I felt like ZA was a little too easy. Like even when you said you battle at night and you may not have a good team lined up, I don't think I ever lost a battle playing them. Like I think it was a little too easy. It wasn't a challenge.
The only thing for me that was difficult was admittedly in the beginning, I was battling a lot of steel Pokemon. Like, man, steel Pokemon are popping up every single place I go. And most of my Pokemon at first didn't have anything for steel. And I'm like, this is a problem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how they could. I mean, they could add like the old challenge mode back that Black and White had, but that where it's just gives the Pokemon higher levels. But I don't know if the AI could just not keep up.
The only thing I struggled with was the Alpha Houndoom. That sucker was a pain. I did struggle to get that alpha for a while,
Yeah, well, speaking of
but that was the only thing I struggled with.
so you're telling me if you want a harder mode, there is one. It's called getting your butt kicked by rogue mega Pokemon because that's part of the story. Pokemon are going rogue mega without trainers, and you have to stop them. Now, what I like is it's not just hey you figure it out. It's hey you and Tawny or you and Naveen or you and Lita. Like
Yeah.
you get a good mix of people, even if it's always you doing it. And the strategy meetings that in the strategy meetings they have that are helpful, but everybody gets sidetracked during them. And Lita's like, can you? I need you guys to lock in, please. Just let me
Yeah.
lock in.
This is going to be bad. This is a Mega Pokemon that's going to attack people. Let's go.
Don't
Oh,
just stand there
I
and
did.
send your Palmy to get it, or like the smallest, not strongest Pokemon out to battle this mecha.
It's not a good sign when the girl who dances right before sending out her Pokemon does that cute little jig. It's not a bad sign when I'm like, I trust her the most right now. Now, one of my guys is an introvert who doesn't like doing anything, and the other makes curry combined with croissants.
Which sounds delicious, by the way.
I would try it.
To try it, yeah. Said that when it first popped up in the game, I was like, I'd try that.
No, but through these, you beat some Pokemon, you gain their Mega Stones. You also learn a little bit about people. Like Naveen's story is that he doesn't live at the hotel, but he actually lives at home with his grandma and his sister. And his grandma throws out all of his sewing stuff because she wants him to focus on his studies. He doesn't have a great grandma.
Loves to cook weird things. No. That was Urbane. Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Urbane cooks the weird
Yeah.
things. Naveen was like, no. I don't
No,
want to eat
I'm not
that.
trying. I'm not trying this, Phil.
Yeah.
Get it out of my face.
But he's also very obsessed with a streamer in this world.
Yeah. One of the characters you meet in battle, Canary. Admittedly, it's kind of fun because you get to do a quiz with her. It's not just straight up battling or whatever, but like another electric type streamer. That's they can't do that. They can't do that again for a minute.
Before you actually make it to her rank battle, don't you fight her grandfather or her dad? Who was it?
Her grandfather.
Her grandfather.
Yeah, her grandfather who talks about, oh, we lost somebody close to us. I'm like, huh, there are a lot of dead relatives in this game. I'm starting to notice.
Yeah. It was weird that her grandfather was actually her for most of the story.
No, considering most streamers I know about that actually is par for the course.
Yeah.
But
Oh, but
Yeah,
and Canary, speaking of, yeah, I don't think she likes the player that much.
no,
No.
she becomes very much not the evil rival, but the one that really is like, I want to beat you just because I want to say I beat you, pretty much. The others are
Hmm.
like, oh, I like you. Let's work together.
Yeah, she also swears a lot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she doubts when you beat her that you actually beat her. I'm pretty sure she thinks she cheated.
Yeah, but she also has her own fan club. A girl who wears a chandelier as an outfit. Oh God.
Love
Yeah,
Chandler.
Gwen.
Yeah, and her older muscular brother who can't use phones because he breaks them as soon as he touches them.
No, Ivor. Oh, this man is so stupid in such an endearing way. I love this more. There's a mission you go on with him where it's like, we have to drain all the water or to get past this. What do we do? And the player can say, how about we just drink all the water out of this area? And Ivor goes, okay, let's do it. Okay, I wasn't joking. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for the idiot who has a heart of gold. I ended up liking him more and more as the game progressed. And when Gwen was like, "Oh, my brother's so stupid," I'm like, "Hey, can you back up? What are you doing? You are not thrashing one of the best characters in this game."
He really has a heart of gold. His whole thing is wanting to, was it bring people in Pokemon closer together by making the whole thing a wild area or something?
Yeah, because he's not a fan of the wild areas being secluded in, which it's like to an extent it you kind of understand it, but with all the stuff that happens in the city, I don't blame people for being like, no, keep that stuff away from me.
Yeah, especially when you do have alpha Pokemon that chase you around the map and don't attack your Pokemon, they attack you. So imagine like I've my 2-year-old's walking home from his best friend's house and walks through and gets attacked by Houndoom.
Or the little kid comes home, it's like, Daddy, I brought home an alpha Houndoom. How yeah, well, I said if he called a Pokemon, he could have it. Sure. But you meet all sorts of characters, like Gwen and her obsession. Yeah, I'm gonna call strong friendship with Canary because that's all. That's the only person she seems to actually like.
Yeah, I do like that they have characters that interact more than just like with their small, like not small group, but not like normally in Pokemon games we end up with these two would interact and then these two would interact, but they actually interact amongst each other, which is
Yeah,
really
like
nice.
Ivor has a certain rival who tormented him when he was younger, but we'll get to her in a little bit. But the story progresses, you catch more Pokemon, get some Mega Evolution, and I'm gonna be honest, as someone who enjoyed Legends Arceus but wasn't fully loving it, I've enjoyed this game more. I thought the moments that were dark and heavy felt like earned, but there was still a lot of comedy to be had, especially just throughout Team MZ, people trying to punch holes through illusionary walls. Like it's a good balance of things are heavy right now, but like this is still a Pokemon game. You're allowed to laugh every now and then.
Yeah,
Liked it. It really compared to other Pokemon games, really the only differences and things I wish they changed were making it a little bit harder. Um, like I don't know, more to explore, things like that. The storylines were great. I didn't have a problem with any of that. It was really kind of just more like minor little things that I think would have made it like give me more storyline, make me progress through the ranks longer, or something like that.
Yeah, I would agree about the difficulty, but Mega Bayonet gave me a hard time. So I'm like, yeah, don't send me back there. Or the megas that Richard and I talked about a couple weeks ago. Oh, the Mega Crab Pokemon, the two Mega Crab Pokemon who will beat your ass if you're not there. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. No, you could just be this. No, no, I'm not going back. No.
Struggle with the mega battles. I struggled more with like, God, this is taking forever. Like they took me a while to complete because I feel like by the time you build up an attack or you can knock them down to get the little things you needed to be able to mega evolve yourself, like just it took so long. I was like, oh my God, can this battle end?
Yeah. I will say I do like the style that they add for certain moves. Like double team actually does let you dodge or dodge at this point. Agility does Like you see, the moves work differently. Now you have to be careful because if you select dig, it takes your Pokemon a second to dig and not get hit. But it's a learning curve. Once you figure it out, it's
Yeah.
great. But until then, you're gonna get annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with the wild Pokemon since they attack you and you can faint. Like I love Sharpedo, but oh my god, did he chase you out of the water and onto land? He followed you.
And
It brought back horror memories of the DLC in Sword and Shield when he chases you on water, but now he can get on land.
you just see a Sharpedo grow legs and chase after you. I'm like, is this a Mega Evolution? No. What do you mean no? Just no.
No.
No,
It just hates
it's
you
just
that
an
much.
alpha. He's just bigger than a normal Sharpedo, just chasing you.
Yeah, and throughout you learn more because as the story progresses. You start to put pieces together. Team Flare is still here, but they're all sad. They're all sad and depressed about what's going on. And there's oh boy, there's another evil team running around in this story.
Yeah.
I kind of want you guys to take this one because I'm storing up something. So I want you guys to talk first.
I assume you're sorry. I'm trying to. Are you talking about
The Rust Syndicate.
Quansenko Inc.?
The Rust Syndicate, Ricardo.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about them for a second.
Oh, no.
So yeah, there's this group of I don't know how to describe them.
Morons.
Delinquent looking. They kind of follow the delinquent style of Pokemon characters with like bikers, leather, spikes. Um, and they're considered the gang of Lumiose City. They like people scatter when they see them, and they're known for giving out loans.
Intimidating.
But they're actually not bad people. They believe in helping people, but they do it in really weird ways and intimidate people, as I said. So
Oh, it's scary though.
Yeah. Jordan, anything that your lovely face wants to say before do you have any thoughts on these guys?
You take it away. Okay.
Yeah, the Rust Syndicate are stupid. They are well. I'm not saying they're not compelling characters. They are compelling, but every single one of them is stupid. And yes, I'm considering their leader or Corvo because he loans Tawny a good amount of money, honey, and says, "Hey, you'll pay us back with interest, right? Cool." Well, but at the same time, though, he makes Tawny sign something, and he says, "Oh, well, you should have read the fine print to get it." I'm like, "Oh, so you're hiding stuff in fine print? Yeah, you're not the good guys. Lawyers do that stuff. Lawyers do that stuff." So on the one hand, he contacts you and's like, "Hey, you guys need to pay off your friend Tawny's debt." I'm like, "Why can't she do it? We can't find her. So why is it my problem?" Oh, so at the same time though, this is the part of the game where, in all honesty, I got a little annoyed because they said, "Hey, you can either work off your debt for us, or we have a problem." And the character can say, "I guess we have a problem." And there's like a tense scene of you guys getting pissed at each other, and Lita's like, "Hey, it's okay, we'll do it, we'll do it." I'm like, "Wait, what was the point of giving me a choice?" Like, you could have given a slightly different variation. That could have changed the game a little bit while still everybody being friends in the end. But it got to the point where, I'm mad at you idiots for tricking Tawny. I'm mad at Tawny for being stupid and then reckless with money. And I'm kind of annoyed with Lita because she's like, "Hey, you handle it." I'm like, but, no. And people would just excuse it because they think Corvo's hot. I'm like, no, that's not a reason. That's not a reason.
And what's funny about it is that their version of paying it off is exactly what Tawny's doing. They don't. It's not like, "Hey, we're go rough up these people." It's like, go help this person.
Right.
So why did they just say, "Hey, we'll give you the money if you help these people, these people, these people"? But all this fine print and threatening, I'm like, "Oh no, you suck." And it's funny because when you see him later in the game, the player always has an annoyed look whenever he sees the Rust Syndicate. So I'm like, "Oh, so the player feels how I feel." Cool. This is great, but at the same time, I was frustrated by this plot because I'm like, everybody in this, you're all stupid. You're all stupid people. Naveen, you're my new best friend because you're not involved in any of this. Except Philippe. I liked Philippe, his right hand man. He was a good guy.
Yeah, he
Just has an unhealthy obsession.
The thing I will say is interesting is Philippe used to be the head of the Rust Syndicate, but he met Corbo and he was like, "Hey, you take over instead." I'm like, "Why? I actually like you. I actually like you more. You're nicer." You gave Lita a water stone and she didn't a water stone eventually. Eventually. Somebody else.
yeah.
Sorry, that rant
They
took
have
a lot out
they
of
do
me.
have one of my
I'm
absolute
tagging you
favorite
in.
moments.
I'm tagging you in, man. I need a
I must
break.
admit, the Rust Syndicate has one of my favorite moments, though.
Go for it.
Are you okay? I think there's some lag. Sorry.
There is lag. It's like
Rust,
we get every other word every now and then.
Rust Syndicate. Favorite moment. Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you get to the final battle, everybody throughout the game is coming to help you. And when the Rust Syndicate comes together, they form a human ladder. Well, if you jump off the wrong way back where you came, they form the human ladder again. And this changes the text and they start acting like, "What? It's okay, we'll do it again." And they act like, but then it's like, I'm gonna do this again.
I have a Dragonite. I could just fly up there. I don't need you, loser. I don't need you, losers. I don't want to be in debt to anybody anymore. I don't. Look, in all seriousness, they're enjoyable characters, and Korba himself is a pretty nice guy deep down, but the whole plot to me was ridiculous.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
agree with that.
Forgot his name, but her number one fan cracked me up with his story. Like he was so obsessed with Canola and he was so mad at you for thinking you know it all about her and you're gonna win this competition that she has. And then at the very end, it's like, all right, you're cool. You just dogged on me that entire competition, and then we're good now because I won.
And she's like, hey,
That's
hey,
funny.
Canary's like, hey, I know deep down you're not a fan of mine. I'm like, yeah, your videos do kind of suck. Yeah. The thing I do remember though is when they're talking to the Rust Syndicate and Lita goes, "Well, Tawny's videos aren't that good. They don't get that many views." I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, that one hits a little close to home, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's not talk about videos that don't do as well as they should. Never mind.
Let's see. And then I guess we need to talk about the last few characters that we get introduced to. So, of course, the ones hosting the ZA tournament. Oh, you're going that way. Okay, first. So, the whole crew from the Hotel Racine, is that how you pronounce it?
Just see the crazy lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god! Just see. I love it. This woman is so self-obsessed. Basically, you have a woman decked out in pink who's obsessed with Pokemon tournaments, and she's like, "Hey, you should join my tournament." That's not a request. You're joining my tournament. She will call you away from important missions. She will pop up in strategy meetings to be like, "Okay, what should we do next? Go to my tournament? We're going to my tournament." She is so vapid, but I could not find myself hating her. She was so entertaining to the point where I'm like, yeah, she might be the second best character besides Lita. But I never found myself hating this woman.
She's and it's so funny because uh she has her own zones. Like she turns the zones pink. It's like, what do you mean I'm trapped here?
Hey, Miss Jacinth, my insulin is back at the hotel. I need to go back and get it. Pokemon battle. What? Pokemon battle. But fine, yeah. Give me a second.
Can I at least get some like something to eat so I can keep my blood sugar up?
No, you must
Pokemon battle. You know what? Have a Pokemon use Sweet Scent. That's the same thing, right? No, it's not. Why? It's why people don't use water gun on themselves when they're thirsty. That's not how.
Just turn around, have my Pokemon use Stun Spore on me. Just take me out. Just take me out.
Yes, but she does care about people, and when you beat her, she realizes, oh, you beat me. I guess I'll just keep trying. She doesn't want to change her stance. She doesn't really grow as a human being, but I still love her. I think she is so funny, and also her battle theme is incredible. Oh my God, that song is beautiful.
You can go back and listen to it. It's been a while since I
Yeah, it's
played.
been a while since I played.
The kids yearn for electro swing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Pokemon songs are just top tier.
Yeah, but
I
she's a
forgot
fairy
what's
type specialist, and one of the types that fairy is strong against is dragons. And well, yeah, she has a friend who uses dragon types.
yeah. What is her name? Sorry,
Lebane,
I'm trying to look. What?
Lebane.
Levain.
Yeah, the whole yeah. I've said a lot of stuff to some of these characters. I yelled at Corb a little bit ago. I said Lita was cool. There's a lot. There's something I do have to say to LeBane though. Oh, the dragon type made you. The dragon type made trainer. There's something I do have to say to her though. But in spite of all this, hey, how's it going? My name's Alex, and you are scary in a way I genuinely do like. Do you need me to get you out of here? Because I can do that.
He gets so into that. And I mean, I could picture her standing in her pose, frothing at the mouth for battle.
You're just making her better for me. I don't know. I like man that like Rainey's never killed anybody.
But yeah, she's really interesting because was like a champion battler, one of the best in the ZA tournament, and then uh lost and now serves. You just said her name.
And she
I'm really
serves
bad at
just
this.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also she's the woman who beat Ivor at one point because they have history. Almost everybody in this city has history, just except the player character, which does make things interesting because, like I said, it morphs from oh they seem like nice people to I'm protecting everybody in the city no matter what. So it's nice, and you learn more, and you see that a lot of the characters don't really seem to get along because Jacinth and Corvo also don't seem to like each other.
No, they. As I said, this is what I really like about the game is that the characters feel like,
Intertwine.
yeah, they have history, they have their storylines actually interact instead of being individuals.
Yeah. Yeah, it really made you feel. It's one of the things I always said was great about the Sun and Moon anime. Everybody felt connected in the sense. So even if you didn't like one character, you still felt like they were a part of the universe, and it helped. It helped a lot.
Do you hear?
But that said, should we go over teams?
We can.
All right. So I guess I could just do mine for I guess I can do mine first. Okay, so I went with Chikorita, which obviously evolves into Meganium. And I went a little bit different for this team. I went a little bit different for my team. So I did Meganium, Dragonite, Male Meowstic, Pangoro, Vanillux, and Garbodor. Yes, I picked the trash Pokemon because I'm like the one person who seems to like it.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah.
So I, of course, picked for Alligator through Totodile's line. I had I think I caught a Ralts and actually used Gardevoir for the first time. I had Venusaur because I've used Blastoise and Charizard a lot more. What else did I use? Um, I'm trying to remember who I used. I had a couple that I subbed out partway through. I used the Absol for a while that they give you, and that's your first Rogue Mega. I swear I had other Pokemon I used on a regular basis, but
I
I
just
don't
figured
remember.
because every time we do a video like this, we always have our teams right. I just figured that's what we were doing. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I'd have to pull up my save file.
Dang, Ross,
It's been a
dang.
while since I've played ZA because we've been playing Pokopia a lot more.
I've been playing the crap out of Pokopia.
Yeah, but I guess your team sounds fine. I wouldn't know. I can't help you.
Yeah.
So I had Sharpie. Well, I picked Totodile, but he got subbed out pretty quick. Um, I had Sharpedo, Pyroar, Gardevoir, Absol, um, Fennekin, eventually evolved. How many is that?
I did use the Fennekin.
Yeah.
Um,
Who else did I have? Oh, and then Houndoom.
Okay.
I mean, I subbed them out a lot. It's like I liked I did use for Alligator a couple of times. He had really good water moves at the end.
Yeah.
But those were kind of my mains, especially Gardevoir. I love Gardevoir.
Yeah, but the starters even get Mega Evolution, and so Meganium gets a Mega Evolution, so does Feraligatr, and so does Emboar. And I'm not gonna lie, and this is just me being picking from what I saw. Yeah, Emboar got the best one. It's like Emboar, I was like, holy crap, this thing looks badass. Yes, like I thought in hindsight, like maybe I
Yeah.
could have picked this one, but I love Chikorita too much.
I love mini and oversized things, so I did love the fact that for Alligator had the head. But I do, yeah, I think Emboar got the best because like Meganium just looked like it got 32 necks. Like,
You know what? The sucky thing for me is I evolved my Meganium and they gave me the Megastone. I'm like, cool. I haven't seen it because I haven't been spoiled or anything, so I'll be good. I want to check the Pokedex entry, accidentally hit something, and it spoiled the Mega Evolution for me. I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen the Mega Evolution yet. How does my Pokedex know this is what it looks like? That makes no sense. And I'm just like, I don't like this. And then I grew to love it over time. I'm just like, it looks so pretty. Plus, the fairy type moves definitely help.
yeah.
I just remembered I finally used Aerodactyl. I had never used Aerodactyl in a playthrough. That was my flying type.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I saw for
Ah.
alligator, and I thought I'm gonna be honest, I was confused by for alligators at first. I'm just like, okay, so it gets another head, or what? It's a like a mask. Hmm. It took me a while to process. I still don't know fully how I feel about it.
It's more cute than intimidating to me. But I think that's why I like it. It's cute.
Which is something interesting that they do with Mega Evolutions, because they've done it throughout where some end up as like, oh, they get really
Oh,
tough.
Aerodactyls is pretty intimidating to his normal.
Well, but I'm thinking like Mega Slowbro, he becomes a top. So they've got like the comedic ones that they threw in there.
Yeah.
Mega Kangaskhan, the baby hops out of the pouch.
Starmie,
Like,
yeah, just gets taller. And then you have new ones like Dragonite, who gets wings on the top of its head. And then Chimecho, and also Victory Bell. So James from Team Rocket, he's having a good time with this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Victory Bell being choked out kills me every time I see it.
Yeah, and I also remember Mega Malamar and everybody being hyped when it came out. And then from what I saw, almost no one has used Mega Malamar. What happened? What happened?
I thought it would probably. I was like, oh, maybe they'll do some sort of storyline with it because they had that storyline in the X and Y anime where it was trying to take over the world, and then nothing happened in this.
Yeah. So I guess I guess they're being consistent with the anime. Great. But as time passes, you start to learn that a lot there's a reason Tawny is so dead set on this. There's a whole syndicate, not Rust Syndicate. There's a whole group of people trying to figure out what's going on. And there's a lot of people who've also failed previously. Like a very intimidating man in a suit named Vinny who's working for whose job is basically to help you out. At the same time, though, his boss doesn't. His boss is not a great help.
Then you got the detective with the whole Zygarde line and the cell that's following you around the whole game. We didn't talk about.
And then you get a pebble. Awesome.
Give me a rock.
It's just, I'm
You
glad
got the dog following you everywhere.
That's her name, Miss Jet. She's part of a company who's trying to fix everything, even though I did think at some point, man, they're gonna be the bad guys, aren't they? And it's like, oh no, they're actually nice people. They're terrible at their jobs, but they're nice people. And well, She seems to take an interest in Tawny for a reason that took a little bit longer to be revealed than I thought it was going to be revealed. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. But yeah, they are kind of the ones fully investigating all of the mega evolutions. That's where you get your mega stones and all that.
It starts your whole mega journey,
Mhm.
battling 3 every so often.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, you go with Lita. Cool. All right, Alex, go with Naveen. Okay, Alex, go with Tawny. I'm like, guys, I'm tired. God, somebody else do this one. The only upside is Lita being like, "Hey, it feels like we ask a lot from you. We're helping too, right?" And I'm like, I can't hurt this girl. I can't be mean to this girl. But we cause her too many problems. Yeah, you guys are helping. Absolutely.
I almost want to replay and just see how just roll around the arena against one of the mega Pokemon and watch and see how much damage they actually can do.
It's not much.
I feel like if you do that, she will come out of the screen and be like, "You son of a bitch! Do you want us to die? Do you want us to die out there? Do you?"
Y'all are good characters. You deserve to survive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
they're really just kind of more like as cheerleaders in the background, like, yeah, you got this. I'm gonna stand here and watch you.
I'm
Get
now
your
ima-
butt
I'm now
out of this mega.
imagining Naveen in a very disgruntled in a cheerleader outfit, just sitting there like I don't want to be here. Canary will be here. I will stay here.
For him, I could see him being like I could see him like as soon as the ideas go, he's already sewing them together. Like,
You know, I'm all for black voice actors voicing black characters. I'm down for that. At the same time, though, Naveen feels like he'd be voiced by Death the Kid from Soul Eater. Like I sense Todd Habercorn energy from him, just the disgruntledness and then the excitedness when something goes his way. Except Naveen would not be happy, would not be upset if something was not symmetrical.
which maybe we'll talk about Fire Force and its ending eventually.
Bro, I'm not even
I
done
can't
with
wait to talk about winds and waves.
bro, I'm not even done with the first season of Fire Force, dude. I can't help you with that.
No, I've watched season 1 and part of season 2 before. I have to watch.
To talk about Sword Art. I love Sword Art Online.
I haven't seen it. Richard, I think Richard knows. You would have to twist my arm into it.
But you haven't watched Sword Art?
No. Richard's based on everything I've read and what Richard's told me. I'm like, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not for me.
Loved it.
I don't know what parts you haven't seen, so that's one thing. We'll sit down and watch it together.
Yeah. That's it. Things get a little more dangerous. You learn more about Team Flare. You start to like them a little bit more because I did not like them. I did not like them at first. Things get heavier, but you do sense yourself getting better at your job. You get more mega evolutions. The story's progressing. And your team is getting mega evolutions too, like Mega Scrafty, which I feel like I'm one of the few people I actually liked. I actually liked Mega Scrafty.
I don't like Scrubsky.
It felt like the right move because how else do you make that Pokemon a mega? Is my real question on that one. Like I couldn't think of any other.
Look at Ampharos is mega, and it just gets really long hair.
It becomes Fabio.
It could have been so much better. I love Ampharos, but they did Ampharos dirty with its mega.
Well, I've seen fan art of people using Mega for Alligator's head as a toilet, so maybe yeah. I do remember when I liked though. If they can even see me. Okay, I hear them.
Oh,
And he froze again.
Mega Phalanx.
Welcome back. And goodbye.
Mega Phalanx. You know you guys know the weird thing is 9 times out of 10 my stuff gets recorded, so anything I say you're probably gonna hear. Probably. It's just them I don't seem to hear. So should I just keep going without them? Should I just Oh, they're moving.
So we're
yeah.
just
You hear
saying
us?
opposite So you keep freezing on our end.
Mega Phalanx. It just
Right.
becomes a
I do
Megazord.
see that, like, I keep seeing your signal drop out.
Mega Phalanx. It becomes a Megazord.
Yes. And it's perfect.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. You're a bigger Phalanx
It's
fan than I am. I'm
perfect.
like I like Phalanx, but it's I some of the new Mega Evolutions range from awesome to this is ridiculous. This is a little weird.
Pokemon. They can do that and get away with it.
I guess Mega Chandelure kind of just feels like more of the same. Oh, it's just a slightly bigger Chandelure. Cool.
I'm trying to figure like okay, so it was a candle, then a lamp, then a chandelier. What would be the next step if it was to like would it be a
A fan.
Oh, I was thinking a fireplace.
I don't know. Oh, it becomes a wind type.
Right.
That's how winds and waves happens. It becomes a wind type, and I don't know, man. And I never have ideas for these. I'm just still waiting on Mega Flygon. Still waiting. Still waiting.
Flygon.
But
Yeah. I like how everybody thought this is that it's gonna have its chance. Nope. Pokemon's company went, nope. You wanted it? Too bad.
that comment hits a little close to home, but fuck. Fuck. All right, Flygon still has more love than the GS Ball, I guess. But I guess I'll take what I can get.
Yeah.
I'll never get that story.
Yeah, but we
It
get
became
to
a movie.
we finally get to the closer to the end of the game, and it turns out, hey, you and Tawny have to battle again. I'm like, I've beaten her like 5 times in a row, but what's one more time? You beat her, and she's like, hey, you're the number one trainer.
What?
You're the number one trainer, but I still want to do this part. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, sure, I guess that's okay.
Have y'all done an episode on Scarlet and Violet yet?
No,
I think so, right? We were
no, we
okay.
haven't.
Oh.
How do you not?
I was
You
gonna
don't
say,
know? Do you not know the episodes? I understand if you. No,
It's
no.
been so long since Scarlet and Violet came out, I couldn't remember if we did one or
We did videos
see,
building up to
it's
it. We
fair
never
that
did
I
a
don't
video
know.
afterwards.
not. Okay, maybe coming soon.
Yeah, but Tawny saves the day, or no, she doesn't. Everything starts going haywire, and everyone has to work together. And she's alarmingly chipper for somebody who almost died. She's like, "Yeah, I'm okay." I'm like, "Can you worry for 2 seconds? I just need one look of panic, one little tear flowing down from the side. I don't need Peter Parker level. I don't need Tobey Maguire Peter Parker levels of crying from you, but like I need something. Make it seem have some lack of faith in me because I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah. So you have to literally everybody from the game shows up and tries to help you get halfway around the city to be able to
Yeah,
get to the other side.
yeah. It shows everybody working together and them talking with each other. Or you get another zone moment. You get the human ladder, which I find hilarious because you have to go up one of the casters that takes you from the ground to the top of a roof. Yeah, that's probably something we should have talked about, traversing from roof to roof. And one of the dojo people says, Mr. Ivor probably would have just thrown me up there at some point. I'm like, that's somehow more impractical than the human ladder, but sure, okay.
Yeah, yeah, it was interesting to say the least of uh when it comes to all the interactions like the construction company builds a tower in like 5 seconds for you.
Yeah. But and of course, it's up to you to save the day because everyone's like, "Hey, you go on." I'm like, "Wouldn't it make more sense if we all fought this thing together using Mega Floette and Zygarde? Or wouldn't all of us working together and distracting it?" No. What do you mean no? Just no. You got this. Don't die.
Yeah, this thing that's attacking you. Yeah, go ahead and you handle that. We'll be over here fighting these random Mega Evolution Pokemon.
Really? Because it looks like you're sipping Mai Tais over there. It only looks like that from here. It's okay. You got this.
please help. There are like what? Because it's like the arms are reaching out and trying to hit you with different lasers and smoke, and like it keeps changing what it does to you.
Yeah, but it is this is one of the more fun quote unquote final levels we've had in Pokemon because it really does feel like the end of the end of the city, but it feels like the end of the world as an oh dear God, we have a problem. If I fail, then it's over.
God.
The rest are just like, oh well, if you lose, then we'll just all battle it together, so we can say we're all better than you.
That's then I would leave Lumiose City, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that in this game. I'm getting on the train. I'm going home. Why did I wake up on the bench?
Well, once your bag got stolen, you live there permanently. You can't go nowhere.
We have your passport. We have your social security, blood sample.
You live in our hotel.
Yeah, and if the day is saved and everything works out, well, at least mostly because let's just say there's one less member at the hotel when the game is over.
Yeah. So uh we get to the end and they kind of play it out, and Z has finally passed away.
Yeah, this was legitimately heartbreaking for me. I'm always the person who says, "Hey, you don't need death, you don't need darkness in every single game or story." But I was like, man, this he seemed legitimately sorry for everything. He looked after you guys like you were his children, and he finally accomplishes his goal, and everything's great. Only for him
Just
to pass on. I legitimately got a little choked up at that point. I'm like, oh, I'm really gonna miss him.
I,
yeah.
although it feels kind of earned because throughout this game he kind of implies that he's tired. He's like he can't be the one battling. That's why he needs to find somebody else who can step up and protect the people.
Yeah, and he does leave you one of his Pokemon in a very heartfelt letter saying, "Hey, you did everything you could, but I'm leaving the rest of you. You all are my precious friends." And I'm like, dude, not. It's 11 o'clock at night right now. I'm not trying to be this emotional right now.
Yeah. Although
And
it
then
really does make you wonder how you got sucked into being the chosen one. Like, why not Urbane? Like,
you
wasn't
know,
he here first?
the funny thing is, in the final battle, apparently, if you lose to Urbane or Tawny, they just say, "Okay, hey, great battle. I'll take care of it." So that battle right there, whether you win or lose, the story continues. So it's like, so it makes more sense if they win. But I go down swinging. I'm not letting. It could bring Tawny. It could bring back your mother, and I'm still not going down without a fight. I am sorry.
So I guess now we talk about the DLC a little bit.
Yeah, the DLC where things get a little more complicated. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't played the DLC yet, so
So um pretty much the whole premise of the DLC is that well, this little girl shows up with her Hoopa. So yes, this like 2-year-old girl has a mythical Pokemon that can
right.
dimension hop.
She's probably closer to 4 or 5, and she's also sitting on the roof. And she's like, "Hey, are you the main character?" I'm like, please get down. I'm not trying. We're not trying to lose anybody else's game. Please no."
Oh,
And he's like, "Oh, I'm just here visiting and really good at making donuts." That's
And
pretty
they're
much
for Hoopa. They're not for you. That not gonna lie, that made me a little upset. I'm like, you're gonna tease me with donuts, and I don't get any of them. Fantastic.
so. Uh, he like she tells you, "Here, go get. We need butter, so you have to go track down butter." Is the first mission.
Yeah, and then you think it's just a casual, oh, just help this little girl, help this little girl with her Pokemon. No big deal. No, it's nothing. Only for it to turn out it is a big deal. It is something because you get sucked into a parallel dimension from the looks of it.
Yeah, everything's kind of topsy turvy. There's stuff floating in the sky. The city's up there. It's interesting, and Pokemon that don't exist anywhere else are here.
and who are above level 100 who will murk you if you are not careful. So yeah, that's one more thing to worry about.
Yeah, yeah. It was kind of interesting. It was the first time that I think that's ever happened in a game.
Yeah, 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 and it does. I do like the story implications of, hey, you thought everything was all peachy, but no, it's not. There's more to it. There's more dangers, but you still get the characters being themselves. Like you see Gwen and LeBay team up together because they're both suffering endlessly at some point, and they're like, hey, we have to battle you because well, what else are we gonna do? The Rust Syndicate contact you and like, hey, we need your help with this, but we're gonna give you some help we're gonna give you some research, we're gonna give you some details every now and then, but it does help that more of the characters are involved. The only characters who aren't are Naveen and Lita because they have to watch the kid, and I'm just like, you really you have a floating flabe ape that can shoot lasers that could destroy a planet. I think she'll be okay.
And she has Hoopa, a literal mythical Pokemon, with her. Like, I'm waiting for her to unbound it and be like in full control.
Yeah, and the whole time I'm thinking, look, Naveen, Lita, look, if you don't want to be here, that's fine. But please stop sending me out to do this stuff. Please stop sending me out to do this stuff. I need a vacation more than any of you.
This is my vacation. What do you mean?
This is Paxton and Harmony's PTO. This is what happens.
Well, if you go by the default character image, you could be a young Larry. So you literally already have an office job and are already a gym leader and a member of the Elite Four and like stressed out. So this was your vacation from all that.
That is sad but true. But you do get some new megas like Mega Diancie, which was honestly, I haven't touched Mega Diancie. I don't know. I don't have legendaries on my team. I almost never do anymore. I don't know what it is.
I might run it like for the battle through the champion, but then I sub it back out for whatever Pokemon I was probably running beforehand now.
Yeah. And with every rogue Pokemon you stop, you get more you get more butter. It goes from butter to great butter to supreme butter. It's just like what okay, yeah, sure. And it's seemingly an endless amount because it's just one bar and it's just like, okay, this is enough. No, I'm making 300 donuts. What do you mean this one little bar is enough? It's enough.
I need I need it all. I need all the butter.
It's like you just see the player. It's like we have new butter. Oh, you just see the player about to eat it. Like, huh? Oh, you eat this? Here you go.
You just hand it to Tawny and go, "Can you make better croissants?"
Yeah, yeah. But but speaking of someone who you'd eat croissants with, that's Team MC gains a new member and a form. I asked for a former gym leader. We got a former gym leader
Yep. Karina comes back as the Mega Evolution Master.
with a lot of megastones around her body and no roller skates anymore. That was kind of sad. I liked her roller skates.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm going to help you guys out because I live here too. Because you have a room that you can't go into because it's hers, but you also can't go into anybody else's room with the exception of cutscenes."
Yeah. So, um, but she comes back and it's like she's supposedly been part of this like the entire time, but also not. It's kind of hard to describe. She's like aware of Rogue Mega Evolution and all that. As the Mega Evolution Master, she should have been here.
Where were you? What do you mean? Where what? What do you mean? You had this wall in hand. I'm like, I was getting jumped by mega bait nets, Sharpedos, Gyarados. I could have used some help. Yeah, the player definitely has to be sick of this at some point. But we do get new Mega Evolutions with this DLC, which I will always get a pass for. Or because one of the ones I got for my team, because I thought, oh, I always liked Meowstick, and I did not know it got a Mega Evolution. And yeah, I like Mega Meowstick. It combines the male and female aspects of it, and it also flies now.
I haven't seen all the new megas because I've played probably about half the DLC and I'm still like not quite there for all of them.
Yeah, Yeah,
For a second.
but you learn more stuff about the DLC. For example, you learn the woman Jet, who's running the whole company in charge of everything, is Tawny or Urbane's grandma, and that we're just now learning of this because I'd be like, hey, so I lost my mom, and you're my grandma, and we're just now acknowledging this. Yeah, I could use some therapy or like a hug or something. Nothing, nothing. I'm just, I'm stuck. I'm stuck with Team MZ. No, I mean, it's cool, but okay.
She just kind of she's an absentee grandmother. She doesn't want you to inherit her company when she passes.
It, you know, Pokemon has some of the best family dynamics ever, and they somehow have the worst one too. Because look at James's parents.
Yeah.
I love James.
No,
I
his
love
parents.
James, but I hate his parents. His grandparents are awesome though.
Jessamel.
Oh, well, I
The
still can't.
whole arranged marriage thing.
A woman who looks just like Jessie, and they're just like, yeah, she looks just like Jessie. No, no, no big deal. And then in the manga, they get married, which okay, sure, fine, I guess.
Maybe we should eventually talk about like all of their backstories because they have so many little backstories throughout the entire series.
We haven't talked
Uh,
about the anime. I could be down with that.
Some of it we've talked mostly journeys, I think, is all we really talked about.
I'm almost done with Battle Frontier. Here, I'm almost done with Battle Frontier for the Brendan video, but actually no, I'm just almost done with it.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, I
but you
love
get a
the
lot of
anime.
new Pokemon. Mega Meowstic, Staraptor has one that looks great. Another Mega Lucario, because Lucario gets a lot.
Why
Yeah.
not?
Isn't there also a Mega Mewtwo Z now? I I can't remember all the new Megas because they
I
Isn't
know.
there Raichu?
yeah, the
Oh,
Mega
The two
Brilliant.
lions,
I
yeah.
liked Raichu. I liked Raichu's, and there's also Heatran, who I definitely beat on my first time. Who I definitely wasn't frustrated, like, oh god, this thing's going to kill me.
Let's see. Trying to
Still though, I like the story from the DLC. Like, oh, you get these new characters, new aspects of the story. It gets a little repetitive though, I will say. It's just like, oh, run around, do these missions. Now do the big thing. Now cutscene. Now more of the same. It gets a little repetitive, especially since you have to keep going to the Rust Syndicate, keep doing the missions outside of it. A little more variety would have been nice.
Yeah, and I didn't like that it locked you out of until you went to the Rust Syndicate at certain points, you can't go back in the portals. Because I had one where one popped up and it's like, ooh, I really want to go catch that Pokemon when because it gives you like those little hints, and I'm like, ooh, let's go do that. And then got there and it's like, you can't do this. Let's go to the Rust Syndicate. Like, damn it, let me go.
Even after you pay their debts, you're still stuck with the Rust Syndicate. Yeah.
Your the your Team MZ presented by the Rust Syndicate.
I mean, maybe Tawny's videos would get more views if she said sponsored by the Rust Syndicate, but who knows? Who knows?
So, do you have any more on like the story? Because, like I said, I've only beaten bits and pieces of it.
Ansha is really likable. Like she's a girl. She's a girl who seems half baked half the time, but I still like her because she's trying to connect with her mom, Diantha. Yeah, we yes,
Yeah,
Pokemon fans.
I do know about
Apparently Diantha is straight. I'm sorry for I'm very sorry for some of you.
and her whole focus isn't that to get Rayquaza because she just calls it the Green Sky Pokemon at the start. So
Yeah. Well, if Pokemon Horizons can focus on somebody catching a shiny Rayquaza, yeah, Roy actually did that. Rayquaza's low key becoming more important as time goes on, I guess.
I mean, I guess it's the god of the sky now. So
Well, they had to do it some justice because stopping Groudon and Kyogre from fighting 24/7, you need a hobby outside of that.
yeah, because they seem to get along every so often.
Oh God, Archie and Maxie, you're both yeah. But I really like Legends ZA. As someone who liked Scarlet and Violet, I'm like, it's a little bit of a disconnect. I really had fun with Legends ZA. I liked most of the characters. There's rants aside about how stupid some of them are. Love some of the Pokemon, their Mega Evolutions, and it has one of the better stories. That I'm like, wow, I really feel connected with everybody here, except Gwyn
Yeah.
because I'd be hanging out with him every day. I don't see the embarrassment.
I think if anybody's on the edge of whether they think it's a good game or they should play it, I think everybody should at least try and play it.
Yeah,
I think it's worth it.
yeah. Except running across rooftops because I kept falling off of them. That was a pain in the neck.
I think kept falling through the spider webs.
I really think if this is how they're going to do the Legends games from now on, I like the idea of them each being kind of their own unique bottle. So like Legends Arceus had it's historic, you've got to craft everything. This one was more like live RPG instead of turn-based. So if they go with different aspects each time that they do one of these games, maybe they'll do this type again for every game following it, or if they decide we're going to make this like different and just change different things, I could really see that happening.
Yeah, I like the idea that they're making every game feel different so far, and that they are saying, "Hey, these are mainline games. They're not spin-offs. Like this stuff actually happened."
Yeah, and this finally makes X and Y feel complete, because we never got the Z, which would have probably had a bit more story, a bit more like what happened. This kind of wrapped all that up, which was nice.
Yeah, yeah. And I do need more of that because we got that for Diamond and Pearl. We got it for X and Y. Now I need the other regions. Now I need everything else. Else, I'll even take a Legends Kanto game because I'm like they've earned my trust at this point.
Yeah, as long as we keep getting Legends games between the main generation releases, I think I'll be really happy.
Yeah. Now, if I have a teammate who decides to get us into debt with another team, then we're gonna have a very violent problem. But besides
It
that,
happened one time, and it was in debt to a wrestler.
it's just like, oh, she didn't read the fine print. Fine print. Fuck you. They'd have to drag me out of that. But we, like I said, the main character doesn't seem like he likes Corvo that much because he's always annoyed with whenever he calls. But we can talk. But I guess we can talk about the main characters another day.
I'm trying to think what else do we want to talk about with this one?
I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna do conclusions and wrap up.
I think we're in a good spot.
Yep.
Yeah, really good game, really fun game. DLC's kind of hit and miss. Buy the game, then see if you want the DLC. But obviously, if you get the game and and you don't think it's good, there are very few games where I'll go, oh, you don't like the main game, get the DLC. It's usually, oh, you don't like the main game, then don't bother.
This one's very much the DLC is just more the same. I hate to say it. It's just new wild areas or new battle areas, and you get new mega Pokemon that you have to battle in the same style as all the others. So
but I get to see more Dragon Delinquent Maid Bomb, so I'm good.
Yeah. I think it was fun.
Yeah. That said, Jordan, thank you for joining us. I didn't have, like I said, I had a knife in my back the whole time because of the threat, but I still had fun. I had fun getting to know you more through this video, hearing your thoughts. I appreciate having you on.
Yeah, I liked being here. Don't threaten him next time. I want to be wanted.
Yeah, it's not at this point. No. You're the wanted one, and I'm the wanted one. I'm wanted by me. Much better. But should we wrap anything else before we wrap up?
I think we're in a good spot.
Sounds good. So Well, friends, what did you guys think of Legends ZA? Months, a little bit of a late review because of stuff, but did you guys like it? Did you hate it? Have you still not played it yet? Which I play it. Please, let me know I'm not the only person playing this game.
Yeah, we want more of it, so.
Yeah, well, I haven't gotten the Switch 2 yet, so there's not a whole lot more I can do Pokemon-wise. So that's why I need people.
I bought him an early birthday gift, and we now have 2 of them. So I can kick him out, and you come over and play.
I'm in. I don't need a key. I already have one. That's cool.
Yeah.
But that's it. Just let me know, because I don't want to be the only person who hasn't gotten the Switch 2 and isn't playing Coliseum or XD yet, even though I still have the GameCube right over there. But let us know what you think, what your team was, your favorite new megas, and was I too hard on the Rust Syndicate? No.
No.
But be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. We'll see you next time. This has been Alex.
And Richard.
Jordan.
And you have been listening to Anime Egotists. Good night, and peace easy.